Hi, and welcome to Cenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
When we talk about managing depression, it feels like the conversation often starts and ends with a prescription. But, what if that's not the whole story? Today, we're going to dive deep and explore the full spectrum of evidence-based alternatives for mental wellness. And this isn't a niche idea anymore. Millions of people are actively looking for different ways to manage their mental health. For some, it's about trying to sidestep the side effects that can come with conventional meds. For others, it's about finding an approach that feels more complete, more holistic. Whatever the reason, this search for more paths to feeling better is real, and it's growing. So that brings us to the big question, right? What are the actual options out there? Well, in this explainer, we are breaking down the evidence-based alternatives that go way beyond that first prescription pad. Here's the game plan. We'll kick things off by looking at why so many people are searching for alternatives. Then we'll get into other pharmaceutical and natural options. After that, we'll see how your lifestyle itself can be a powerful form of medicine, touch on some new and exciting therapies, and finally, wrap it all up to help you think about choosing the right path for you. So let's start with that big why. Look, while traditional antidepressants are lifesavers for many, they're just not a one-size-fits-all solution. Side effects can be tough, and everyone's body chemistry is different. For a lot of people, that means the search for other solid evidence-based options isn't just a preference, it's essential. All right, first up, let's explore the whole spectrum of what's available, from different types of prescriptions all the way to some really well-researched plant-based remedies. It's so important to know that alternatives doesn't always mean non-medical. If the most common antidepressants, the SSRIs, aren't working for you, there are other medical paths. Different classes of drugs, like SNRIs or the older TCAs, work on different brain chemical systems to get the job done. And let me be perfectly clear on this. These are all powerful medications. Every single one has its own unique set of benefits and, yes, risks. That's why getting professional medical guidance isn't just a good idea, it is absolutely non-negotiable. It's all about safety and making sure the treatment is actually effective for you. Okay, let's switch gears to a natural option you've probably heard of, St. John's wort. There's good research suggesting it can be just as effective as some standard antidepressants, especially for mild to moderate cases. But, and I really have to emphasize this, it can have some really serious interactions with other medications. So a conversation with your doctor isn't just smart, it's a must-do. It's also helpful to separate these supplements into a couple of categories. Think of St. John's wort as a primary herbal treatment that can sometimes stand on its own. On the other hand, things like SAMe and omega-3s are usually used as adjuncts, which is just a fancy way of saying they're used to support or boost other main treatments you might be on. Next up is an area that is, frankly, one of the most empowering, using your lifestyle as a medicine. The things we do every single day can be incredibly powerful tools for our mental well-being, which puts a whole lot of control right back in your hands. We can pretty much boil this down into three huge evidence-backed pillars. First, there's exercise, getting your body moving to release those natural mood-lifting endorphins. Second is psychotherapy, like CBT, which literally helps you retrain your brain and reshape negative thought patterns. And third is mindfulness, which is all about building that self-awareness and creating a healthier connection with your own emotion. Now, beyond lifestyle changes, the field of mental health is seeing some incredible new ideas. So let's take a look at some of the emerging tech and complementary therapies that are really starting to gain some serious ground. A perfect example of this is something called RTMS. It sounds complex, but it's a totally non-invasive procedure that uses magnetic fields to gently wake up the nerve cells in the brain that are linked to mood. And what's so exciting about this is that it's showing real, tangible promise for people who have what's called treatment-resistant depression. It's a huge deal. This bigger, more holistic picture also includes things like acupuncture and massage therapy, which can be amazing for reducing stress. But let's not forget something so basic yet so powerful: social support and community. Feeling connected to other people is a fundamental pillar of wellness that we just can't afford to overlook. Okay, so we've thrown a lot at you. How do you actually put all of this together? The goal isn't to just randomly pick something from a list. It's about making a truly informed choice, together with a healthcare professional, about what's actually right for you. Think of this summary table as your ultimate cheat sheet. It lays everything out side by side, the main benefits and the crucial things to think about for every single alternative we've talked about. You can compare everything from how effective therapy is to those drug interactions with St. John's wort, all in one spot. It's designed to help you weigh your options clearly. Ultimately, it really does come down to this simple fact. The right path is always going to be personal. There is no single best alternative for everyone. The best approach is always a unique mix, tailored specifically to your preferences, your symptoms, and of course, expert medical advice. So if you remember nothing else, just remember the number 3. Your decision comes down to balancing these 3 key factors: what you prefer, how severe your symptoms are, and the guidance you get from a professional. That's the magic formula. And that really brings us to our final thought for today. We've laid out the map of options. Now the power really shifts over to you. The question to walk away with is this: armed with all this knowledge, what does an empowered, truly informed conversation with your doctor look like for you?
Thank you for watching Cenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit Cenario.com. See you in the next one.